Hey, good morning, guys. Hope everyone's doing well. I can see hi, Neil, and I can see also Chong. Hope everyone's doing well on this weekend, on this Sunday. Basically, a lot has happened this week, and more notably, the crash that happened, the flash crash that occurred to the cryptocurrency market, and it basically wiped out like around $400 billion in market cap. And this was due basically to several factors. If I want to go over them, we have JP Morgan that sent to its investors how cryptocurrencies were a bit overpriced currently because of the NFT hype. We have also the bad start of Bitcoin implementation in El Salvador because they recently announced that they are going to adopt Bitcoin as a legal tender. And we also have those two coupled with some technical factors, like, for example, talking about profit taking and where we had a very nice uptrend in the past month. And then a lot of traders decide to take profits, and all of those factors together coupled, they caused this severe crash. And it happened really fast since prices were very high. But at the same time, we can notice that prices went back to their strong support, respectively. And this is what we're going to see today. We're going to see how prices managed to fall back to their support. So that's what we're going to tackle Some of the cryptocurrencies that we usually go, like for example, the main Bitcoin, Ether, Ripple, ADA, and then we're going to talk about some suggestions on our trading group. I also want to talk about our CryptoTicker premium subscription, which gives like an unparalleled access to our basically all our signals, and we have like daily traders all the way giving out trade setups where you can basically enter the market and where you have to place your stop losses and where you have to get out. So everything is automated. You don't need to basically keep a tab of what's happening specifically in the market. You just go in and place your trades, and all of our trades are documented on our Discord channel. So if anyone wants to inquire more, you can go to our trading channel and ask about that. We have, I believe, our pinned message on the group is about our CryptoTicker premium. So let's head to our usual coin market cap, where we basically look at the we check our top 10 and have a quick look of what's happening in the cryptocurrency market. So let me quickly do that. We basically have the following. Here we go. So the market is up today by 3%, which is not that impressive. And basically, whenever it's 3%, the top 10 is around that as well. So Bitcoin is about up by 1.8, Ether by 5, Cardano by 7, which is really good. The others 0, Solana 0, 2, 2. We have 10, Polkadot. Terra managed to make like really big headlines in this past week, as well as it shot by 40%, and you can see today a small retracement back to 30. We're looking at the past 7 days anyway, and the past 24 hours it's up by 6% still. It managed, I think it's gonna manage to enter the top 10 maybe by like in a couple of months. But so far it has a market cap of 17 billion. If we scroll further, we have Litecoin at 12, 11, and I'm talking about market caps. Polygon is about at 1.35. And we have Stellar at 7.7. Tron is back at 0.1 at 10 cents, which is really good. It managed to fall back to its previous support of 9 cents, but managed to go back up, which is really good. And that's what we're going to analyze more today. So let's jump into it, as all the YouTubers say nowadays. I'm going to start with Bitcoin. AVAX, we're gonna have to look at that as well. I think last week we spoke a bit about AVAX, right? We did say that. Honestly forgot. I think I said that it was a good buy. We're gonna look at it again today, Neil. Okay, so let me open, as usual, like the charts and our own view, like start from scratch and build our way into our technicals. And if you can see right here, before I move, we can see how Bitcoin is on an uptrend, right? With every now and then, it has like a small adjustment. I'm looking here at the 4-hour chart, and we can clearly see how it touched the 52,000 mark, but then corrected back to the 46. And previously, it was a very extended consolidation. So let me open my own charts and open something from scratch, as I said earlier. Perfect. So this is our chart. Can you guys spot the flash crash that happened? basically a big ass candle that went lower, and it's right here. It went from a price of $52,000 all the way, it reached 42, okay? But directly adjusted back to 46. And that happened in one day. And that was a really huge day, like, as they say, like bloodbath in the trading sphere. So let me first just see what's happening. Like if I zoom out, this is very important to zoom out and just have a quick look of where we are today. So let me first remove this. We have a very strong support at 30K. We have another resistance that will turn into a support of 42. We can clearly see that if I look first right here, how prices retraced from the 32K, and this is right here how prices managed to break the 42K, and then it became a support level afterwards right here. And this is where also prices managed to kind of consolidate for 1 day or 2 days and then fall below that. Right here we can see how prices, this area became a resistance again, and right here again, and right here as a support, and today it is acting as a very strong support. So this level is super important. Another level that I can spot is this one right here. Around 50, 51, 52, like I'm gonna delimit this as an area rather. I like to, instead of placing one line, place two lines and delimit an area. And this area is very important as well. Like we can see how before it was a very strong support, and then it became today a resistance right here. So going down to this, basically this level, we can clearly see how prices are going to basically either correct a bit further towards this level and then continue upwards, or hey, from here it's going to continue. So I'm gonna draw two paths. This is the first one. It might, I'm not saying it will, but that's one case scenario. The other one is just continuing back to this level. And in my opinion, I think we might see some further adjustments in prices, just for prices to be able to adjust further. And then we can see how prices are going to continue. Because hey, if you look at the uptrend that happened, that's a very strong uptrend, and we needed a kind of breather for prices. This uptrend was very unsustainable, right? This one right here. So anyways, for people, for traders, they can place their stops at around 50 or 49 or 48. And I think in every live stream, this is what I always say, always place your stop losses. And this will enable you to basically be ahead of the crash and be able to exit the market in order to enter at better prices. So today we have a very good price, which is the $45,000. And that's the exact same price as before, where basically Elon Musk announced his adoption of Bitcoin. And this made this huge uptrend all the way towards 60K. And then we had this the other crashes that we always spoke about. So let's not take much of our time today to talk about BTC. What's happening here is a small adjustment. The flash crash had its reason, but from now onwards, I believe prices might adjust a bit further, but they will continue in their uptrend, in their general uptrend. That's for Bitcoin. I'm going to now move towards Ether. We can notice the exact same pattern for Ether, by the way, guys. So always look at the entire market before you start analyzing specifics. And most importantly, start with Bitcoin and then move your way into other cryptocurrencies. So for example, for Ether right here, we always spoke about this very strong support of 1.7, 1.8, which is right here. And then we had this other level, which is around 2.4, I believe. And then this is another one around 2.8. And then right here, we have another level, which is around 3.4 as well. So So right here, what's happening, if I look at this very huge uptrend, I can see how prices managed to fake out, if you will. But that's a very strong uptrend as well. And I don't believe like uptrends are going to last if they stay like that. There will be an adjustment in the average uptrend, right? So if you look at the angle, how this uptrend is going up, I believe it's unsustainable. If you want to put some mathematics into the equation, you can look at how that 60%, 60 degrees uptrend is very unsustainable, and you will have some adjustments along the way. And I do believe how, like, if you see another slower uptrend, this one will be more sustainable, like this one right here. So my estimation is, as long as prices remain above this trend line, we can still have a nice uptrend. And this is the perfect opportunity for traders to be able, to reap the reward of buying ETH at this current price. So buying at 4K was very risky, and that's what I said, I believe, in our last live stream. Prices were very high, and I don't recommend buying at uncharted territories, that I said earlier in our last and previous live streams. Like, buying at this tip right here was very unsustainable, and it was a bit risky. Now you might say, hey, I want to reach 4K, the psychological price, but often what happens often is basically traders, and what happens in reality is that prices don't even reach those important levels, and they rather fall back when they almost reach this level. So that's my 4K right here. It kind of reached it, but then it directly retraced and the flash crash happened. So anyway, to sum up, I believe as long as prices remain here, that would be a very good setup for me. So what I would do is just wait for a small retracement for Ether, might be here or even around here. And then I would place a buy order and then a stop at around, let's say 3K. 3.2 even right here. Okay, I think that's the stitch for ETH. I'm going to go and check ADA. Now ADA will chart the territories as well. I'm very happy to say that my suggestion and my everything that I said in our previous live stream came to be. I specifically said not to buy Cardano at that price because it's never a good idea to buy at that high. Anyways, like, disregarding the flash crash, let's say this continued going higher, there will be a very strong and harsh adjustment in prices. And this is exactly what happened. Now, people who bought at $2, like, they made really good returns. I'm not going to deny that. Around 30% from 2 to 2.6. I would say right now, maybe you might want to place a target of 3, going back to 3. But is that going to be very beneficial for a trader? Like, would you want to really only focus on ADA and go place a trade at 0.6 to benefit at 3? Or you might want to look for other for better trade setups, for example. And personally, I would do that. I would not go for ADA. I prefer to do that. Okay, so I would stay away from ADA for now. Definitely, we have a very strong support. We're going to have strong support at this current price right here, which previously was a very strong resistance, but turned into a strong support, which is the 2.3. Between 2 and 2.3, I'm going to say between 2.2 and 2.3, this area right here. This is a very strong, currently very strong support for ADA. If you want to buy, definitely only buy at this level right here. Even if you if you miss and you decide to buy right here, I don't know, the returns wouldn't be very significant. If you go to CoinMarketCap to see the overall market capitalization of Cardano, you will notice that the current market cap is around 84 billion, which is really high, by the way. Now, some people are talking about Cardano even reaching higher market cap and higher valuations. Personally, I don't see that in the current market state. I would want to see more adoption. I would want to see more involvement of Cardano with other projects, even higher, because BNB, which is part of Binance, is kind of suffering right now because of its problems with the government, with governments around the world. In many countries, we have countries that are issuing warnings about holding with Binance. And I do believe someone from our trading group had his problems with Binance as well. And many were looking to find other alternatives. Now, of course, Binance, as security-wise, I wouldn't doubt it much. I would doubt other startups and other projects, but at the same time, it's always good to keep many wallets open. Keep a private wallet, keep a wallet with a broker, keep a wallet with a DEX, and this would help you diversify and lower your risk whenever, if anything happens. So Neil was saying that he exchanged at that price for DOT and SOL. You, sir, are a genius. Are you talking about Cardano? If you were talking about Cardano, selling Cardano at that high price, that's a very good decision. And I applaud you, sir. It's like always, whenever you see uncharted territories and high highs, and like when you see this extension of prices going up with no stops, there's definitely something wrong with that. And the mainstream media often, they call that a bubble, right? Whenever we hear a bubble and Bitcoin bubble and a crypto bubble, in reality, it's not specifically a bubble. It's more of an extended uptrend, and an adjustment is bound to happen. If you want to call it a bubble, hey, you can call anything a bubble, man, right? Okay, let's now jump back to Ripple. Ripple suffered a lot as well. I had a position in Ripple. I bought at 1.14. I was happy to see prices at around 1.25, 1.26, something like that before the crash happened. I specifically didn't. Hey, great job, man. So that's correct. Our friend Neil did switch a for SOL and DOT. Awesome, man. I was saying about Ripple. Yeah, so we did see this price reach 1.4, which is like really good. And then along with the crash, prices fell 40%. If you want to place a buy trade, this, like for example, Ripple is your perfect opportunity. And I'm going to say why. Not because I like centralization or whatever, if you want to call anything, but this is a very good technical setup. To explain it further, before, Ripple was consolidating, was always rebounding from the 1.1 or even $1 price mark. And then prices started to rise along with the cryptocurrency market to reach 1.4. And luckily, prices went back to this specific support. Like with the other cryptos that we saw, prices didn't quite yet reach their support, or they did reach their support, but then became like midway between the high and the low. For Ripple today, it is still at that support level. So this is a great buy setup, and I'm going to show that specifically for XRP. I would go long right here. I would place my stop at 1, or even tighter if you want, 1.04 again. And my take profit would be, again, let's say 1.3. So this is a perfect 20% trade setup, unleveraged. That's if you're not leveraging as well. And your risk reward is really good as well, 4.7 risk reward. So you gain $4 for each $1 that you might risk. Your stop is around 4% and your take profit is around 20%. For me, this is a great trade setup. I will do it. And we're going to see what happens next week. So, because we have a very strong support right here. So I just saw a confirmation of a trend reversal upwards. So this is where I enter the market and I take my profits around here. That's for Ripple. I'm going to go now to FTM. Many were asking about that in the trading group. We're gonna take Binance's price. Well, right here we see you can also see this extended uptrend. Okay, now right now what happened is that with the flash crash that happened to the entire market, cryptocurrency market, prices are still relatively high. Let me check on the coin market cap, like just its position. Here we go, it's at number 44, a market cap of 3.9 billion. In the past week, it's up by 30%. New protocol is up by 45%. Quant is up by 52%. So we have those coins that are making very good returns. But at the same time, I would stay away from buying right now for the simple reason that, like, the gains that you want to do, right, are a bit like the train already left. If you want today to buy Phantom, your target would be 1.5 or 1.6 or 1.7. Like, you can buy right here, it's fine, but don't expect too much from Phantom. This is a strong support currently, and I would say that if someone is interested in Phantom, your stop loss should be at around 1.38. Right here, just a bit below the earlier low. You can buy right now, place a take profit at around 1.8, just to color that in green. Here we go. This would be your trade setup. Okay, sure, you can buy Phantom. Technicals are looking fine. I'm not going to say great, as Ripple, for example, but looking at the technicals, it's fine. I'm not going to say it's a great trade. Okay, let's see how prices rose before. From 0.2 almost, holy moly, 670% in, yeah, within 1 month. That's crazy. So I would say, like, the train already left. So for people who are buying Phantom, remember, you are buying right here. So your target is only here. You're not buying right here. That's too late. That already missed. Okay. Let me go to Luna. I wrote an article recently about Luna as well. And Luna is an interesting project. Basically, it's they aim to do a basket of stable coins that is pegged to multiple currencies, multiple FX currencies, like country currencies. I'm not talking about cryptocurrencies. So, for example, they have the Turkish lira. They have many a basket of strong currencies. The US dollar is part of this basket, I believe. Its price also shot from a low of 5.6 all the way to 40 in the past month. So for all those holders, great job. I wasn't part of Luna, honestly. I'm going to be very honest. I was part of Luna from back in March. And I sold around $15 right here. So I saw the rise towards 22, but then I sold around 15 because I saw the price dipping lower, and this is what happened. It went back to 5, 6. That was a good opportunity to buy for Luna. Let me delimit the important areas. We have 5, we have 18, we have 2022, we have around that price. And if we look at September 7, prices dipped all the way to 22, and today it's shooting back towards $40. So yeah, that's incredible. Now be careful that prices might still adjust towards 34 again before continuing. But if you already bought around $20 or $30, you can keep your position open. Luna is in our uncharted territories right now, and I would say that you should be always very wary of what happens next. Great. Let me go to, I still have 2 to tackle. I'm going to tackle Swissborg and Atom. Let me start with Atom. Let's check Coinbase price. This is Atom. We are at our high. Now, because we are at our high, this is a very risky trade. So I wouldn't want to enter right here. I would prefer to wait for confirmation of a breach of the upper candle. So a breach of $32, for example, and then a small adjustment towards 32, this is where I want to enter. So specifically, just so you guys understand, I would want to wait for this pattern to happen. This is the current price. I would want to see this, and this is where I enter for prices to continue higher. This is my entry. Other than that, I wouldn't dare entering such a high price. Okay, and if I go back to the charts and look at the market cap of Atom, I believe it's way lower. Atom's market cap. Let me refresh the page. I honestly don't like CoinMarketCap's new website design, because instead of seeing the charts right away, you are seeing articles first, right here, and then you are seeing the top cryptos by, for example, by trending, but the biggest gainers that are recently added. I'm not very keen on that. I can easily just click the filter right here and see the top gainers, right? So we have AVAX up by 25% and up by 31% from last week. Hence, Neil was saying that AVAX is winning. You are correct. It's still doing really good. It has a market cap of 13.7 billion. So if last week you managed to buy AVAX, hey, that's a great, you're up by 30% today. And if we notice that in the past 24 hours only, prices are up by 26%. So most of this uptrend happened today, happened in this past, like in those past 24 hours. So yeah, let me go back to Atom. I wanted to look at where is Atom on the list. Here we go. I have no idea how it came first. Atom is number 30 on the rank, currently priced at $29, down by barely 2%, which is really fine. And this is the overall. Oh, they changed the design of the charts as well. It's not bad. I like how every project tends to talk about themselves as the go-to project that solves this problem. Every project has a problem to solve, but not everyone succeeds. Anyway, well, the entire crypto market is going up. So anyway, for Atom, it's ranked at 33, market cap 13. Sorry, market cap 6.3. Why did I say 13? That was AVA. So 6 billion for a market cap today, and it's ranked 30. So it has a long way and a long shot to reach the other cryptocurrencies. I wouldn't say prices will be able to breach that level, but hey, let's see how the price action happens. If I manage to see such price action, definitely I can place a buy order at 30 and place a stop loss at 28, and let's see where it can go. And that's depending on whether the price or the project is doing well as well. So for our last crypto for today, I'm going to look at Swiss Board. Let's take it. Can we see that versus dollar? Wait. So prices did reach $1 before, which it became recently listed, and it's currently on a very harsh downtrend. Let me zoom in because this only shows that this is a very strong downtrend. I need to know more about the project in order to assess Swiss Board. Liquidity doesn't show, is not very good. Just let me make sure that I'm looking at the correct one, 0.7. That's correct. Prices are at 0.7. What is Swiss Board? Wealth management by making it fun. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so it was only recently listed on Bitfinex, and that's why I can only see prices since August. This project was around since a while now, but I don't think I'm going to be able to assess that from here. So it's only recently listed on Bitfinex. What I can do is look at here. I can go to the 1 month chart, and how we can see how prices are at their low, which is 0.7. If I go further, are they? Not quite the low, but this is a very strong support level for Swiss Board. And I think this is a great cryptocurrency to invest in now. And I'm going to say why. Specifically because if you look at how prices were consolidating right here, and then they jumped all the way to 10 cents, and we are currently at around 7 cents. Yep. 70, sorry, I'm saying 7 cents. We are at 70 cents, and it's going to jump all the way to $1. So buying at 70 cents and placing a stop at around 60, that's a good, or 62, 63, that depends on your risk appetite. But I think Swiss Board is a great buy, and I think I'm going to do that as well. I just need to see, sorry, which coin to dump in order to buy this, because I've invested in a basket of cryptocurrencies. So I think, in my opinion, this is a great buy right here. So the charts on TradingView were showing from here, I believe, from this point onwards and going low. But it reached a very strong consolidation area, and I would call it a support level. So definitely I'm going to place a trade for Swiss Board right here. especially since it's a good project as well. Don't look at this chart, guys. This is not a good representation of Swissborg. Can I see? I don't want to see it versus Bitcoin or Ether. But anyway, I would definitely say this is a good token to buy. And I would personally do that as well. And I think that's it to wrap what happened. Let me go to our website, cryptoticker.io/English. We basically have two sections, the English section and the German section. We are basically one team, of course. We have many articles on our website that, for example, this is about Luna, talking how it rose by 40% recently. We have an Ethereum price prediction where we specifically said to buy at 3K. When prices crash to 3K today, it is at 3.4, 3.5. So again, this is a great prediction. Easy guides, Truffle as an example, 3 reasons why the market crashed. We talk about Ethereum layer 2. Exchange guide like KuCoin, for example. We recently spoke about an underground NFT project which is called Loot. People who could have bought NFTs for free, only paying gas fees. Spoke about the top Solana project. So I think all in all, we are always giving very important articles and information for you guys to see. And on our trading group, the Discord channel, the premium group, we are specifically giving away like very important in the market and where to exit the market. Our results speak for themselves. I would definitely advise to look into that further. And I'm going to see you guys next week. And happy weekend, and have a great week ahead for next week. Cheers.